well, we're fifth. You know, I mean, if somebody said we were fifth at this stage of the season, then I'd take that. So I'm not going to be overcritical of the lads because, you know, I think that would be like pressing a panic button. I don't want to do that. I think, you know, once again, I think first half I thought we were quite poor. But taking nothing away from Telford, I think we grafted and worked really hard against us tonight. And teams are going to do that here. I think second half, I think we had quite a number of chances. We made a few, you know, we made one or two chances. And to be fair, other than, you know, one or two good saves by the keeper, we maybe could have won it by even more.
Let's take a positive from tonight. The fact that Matt Green got another goal. There's a certain amount of reliance on his right foot, isn't there?
Yeah, well, I mean, like I say, if you look at Greeny scoring goals, but like I say, you know, 2 games ago we were commenting on that we're scoring goals from all over the pitch. So, you know, I don't want to come in here tonight. You know, we drew a game, we haven't lost. You know, it's 1 game in 10 we've lost. You know, so
I think you're trying to put the point forward, aren't you? I think people need to put a little bit of perspective on this result.
Yeah, you know, we drew a game at home. You know, and you know, if that's what 10 games in now, we've lost 1 in 10 games. You average that out throughout the season. If we lose stroke 4, stroke 5 games, we'll be there or thereabouts. So, you know, there's no panic button. You know, we've drew a game at home. Lads are disappointed in there, as I'm sure the fans are. But you know, we did enough in the second half. You know, to win that game. You know, it was a little bit sloppy. Made, you know, one player, you know, probably put his hand up and said he made a mistake. But you know, we're not going to sell through this season. Winning every game 5-0 and scoring great goals. You know, we've got to give credit to the league win and the opposition. So, yeah, am I disappointed we've not won? Yeah, of course I am. Yeah, I'm really annoyed. Nothing in my philosophy's changed on that. But you know, if I ever thought we were going to win 46 games on the bounce, you know, I'd be sat here, would I? Let's say I'd be managing a different club.
Let's round up then. Kidderminster Harriers here on Saturday. I think I've already made the point very clear that I think there are some players in your side that are tired. Will you consider making changes for Saturday?
I don't actually think there's some players in our side that I have to disagree with you. I don't think there's some players in the side that are tired. I think there's a multitude of things that
do you think things need to be freshened up because of people chomping at the bit? You said that to me before the game.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's something I'm going to work on over the next 48 hours. Obviously, we'll have a look at it, see how they are come Thursday. But you know, everyone was talking about this side being brilliant. You know, 2 games ago, and because we drew at home.
I've not said they're not brilliant. I've just said they're tired.
Yeah, well, that's down to individuals, isn't it? You know, I mean, I personally believe that if the goalkeeper hadn't played that well tonight, I think we'd have probably won the game 2 or 3-0. And you know, because Telford have scored late on today, I don't want it to be a crisis. I'm not having a crisis, you know. And you know, if
neither am I.
No, if we lose, yeah, I mean that's something I'll have a look at with the players on Thursday and Friday, and I'll have a word with individuals. You know, I think if I'm honest, you know, the individuals that you spoke about. If you look at the law of averages, can sometimes deserve to have a bad day at the office. You know, I have them, and, you know, we all do.
Yeah,
you know, and if it was down to tiredness, then I'll have a chat with him, and well, not just him, but I'll have a chat with 1 or 2. But there's no panic stations as far as I'm concerned. We drew a game at home, you know, against a good side that's worked extremely hard against us. Should we have won it? Probably should have done if we'd have scored goals, and you know, this talk after the game would have been totally different. You know, but you know, that's football, isn't it?
Paul, well done on a point tonight. We'll see you Saturday.
Thank you.
1-0 up with, just a little over 5 minutes to go. You were going top of the conference. Should have won that game, shouldn't you?
I think we should have won it, yeah. I think we had enough chances in the second half. Look, first half we were probably a little bit poor by you know, the standards we've shown in recent weeks. But I thought second half we did everything but really score more than probably the 1 goal. A little bit of sloppiness at the end cost us, but like I say, people could say we might be top of the league now. We're not. We're 5th, and I think we're 5th anyway. And we're nicely placed. You know, I mean, it's going to be a really tight league, as you've seen tonight. You know, Telford have come here. They've worked extremely hard against us. I thought they were probably the better side in the first half, but second half I got the response from the lads. You know, the keeper had a good night. You know, Youngie's a good keeper, probably one of the better ones at this level of football, and he's made 1 or 2 decent saves. But you know, I can't expect this group of players to be brilliant every game, and because if we do, we would have won the league by Christmas, and that would have been to be a little bit embarrassing. You know, what we are looking for now is a response. You know, and sometimes. You know, I mean, I'm talking like we've lost a game here. We haven't. You know, we drew a game at home. You know, 4 points from 2 games. So, you know, what we've got to do is, you know, we just got to keep ticking along. Hopefully get a good response from Kitty. You know, and we're still in that little pack.
Anthony Howe's error that led to the goal, has he held his hand up in there, and what do you do to try and pick him and the team up?
No, I mean we win and lose as a side. You know, I tell you now, even when we beat Newport 5-0, there were still arguments in the dressing room because of standards that the lads like to show. You know, no, there's been no head on. There's been no pointing the finger. You know, 1 minute it'll be. You know, someone makes a mistake. Next week it'll be someone else. So you know what we have got in there. We've got a tight dressing room, and you know, like I say, we win and lose as a team. Tonight we drew. You know, and I think to sum things up, it shows how far we've come in 10 games. That you know we draw a game at home and we're disappointed as we are. You know, I think that's a fantastic feeling. You know that we haven't. You know, we've lost 1 game in 10 and I'm sat here and the players are disappointed and the fans are and everyone associated with the club is disappointed that we've not won it. So it means that the mentality that we're starting to breed at the football club is spot on. You know, what we've got to do now, you know, in the next games now, we've got to put 1 or 2 things right. That I think, you know, there's a few cracks at Barrow and there's a few cracks here tonight.